Greetings, 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 royal family. Thanks for clicking on the video and welcome back to the channel. Happy Monday. It's November the 2nd. Yes, it's 2020. The year is winding down. Halloween is over. So Thanksgiving is right around the corner. The countdown begins. All right, everybody. So we got a nice little lineup today. We're going to be talking about Kanye West, Floyd Mayweather. He confirms that his daughter, Iyanla Mayweather, is actually pregnant. Chappelle Show is streaming now on Netflix and HBO. Megan Thee Stallion and her Savage Fenty collaboration, Dr. Dre. Things are getting real nasty with this divorce. I can't. Side chicks are being called to the stand. It is a mess. All right, so we got some other topics to cover. But before I get into all of today's shenanigans, please pay your admission fee as you come in. That's by hitting the like button. Look at me, getting tongue-tied already. But happy Monday, everybody. Hopefully you had a glorious weekend. Welcome to all of the new subscribers. Thank you so much for joining us, my A1 Day Ones. As always, I love you, and thanks for holding it down. All right, so landscaping is not going to allow me to be great, so in advance, I apologize for the background noise, but I got to get this video recorded, and I got to get it out to you guys. So let's start off with Mr. Kanye West. Oh, boy, he's keeping himself busy these days, so he's attempted to reinvigorate his struggling U.S. presidential campaign by publishing an open letter as a full-page ad in the New York Times. Everybody is taking out full-page ads these days. Anyway, he's only made the official ballot in 12 states ahead of tomorrow's election, not including New York, but has registered as a write-in candidate there. I know a lot of people. Well, I know two people personally. I won't expose you, but I know two people personally who actually wrote in Kanye West's name on their ballot. They did the mail-in ballot. And hey, it is what it is. You vote for whoever you want. I don't care. I'm going to be honest, and I mean that in the most respectful way. Anyway, to try not to boost his presidential run, I guess, under the birthday party banner. Yeah, that's the name of his. God. How did he come up with that? The birthday party. Anyway, so he published a letter in Friday's newspaper using similar language to a recent promo video that he made for his planned Yeezy Christian Academy school. So he writes, "Dear Future, I still believe in you. We still believe in you. Even in our darkest moments, we believe." He goes on to say, "We believe in world at peace. Our people and our families and the America needs to heal, HEAL, which stands for hold everyone accountable to love." So Kanye is leading with love. That's pretty much his message. He feels that everybody can get along and we can all hold hands and we can all sing Kumbaya. And he's a Christian, so he's not shy about expressing that. He also goes on to say, "Our future will provide expecting families with a safe and secure plan that values every stage of life. Our future will provide a justice system that treats everyone equally regardless of their socioeconomic status. Our future will provide an education system that promotes freedom and visionary thinking. Our happy, healthy future looks like the new Garden of Eden, with children running and the elderly brimming with joy on how beautiful our world has become." Now, he goes on to outline his Christian faith before concluding, "God is love. Let's lead with love. Our future is waiting on us." Now, I'm not opposed to Kanye's stance. He is a man of faith, and he has hope that this country can turn itself around. And, again, he wants to lead with love. What do you think about Kanye West and his political stance? Do you think it's extremely unrealistic? I know a lot of people don't take him seriously, which is unfortunate because they know that he has been diagnosed with a mental illness. And the thing that I don't like is that people think just because someone has a mental illness that they're not capable of evoking change, or it's like almost as if people treat them as if they have a handicap. and that's unfortunate. So, I mean, listen, what he's doing, he's a brave guy. He's definitely a brave guy. I'm not mad at it. But if you wrote in Kanye's name because his name wasn't on the ballot in your state, I'm not judging you. I'm a firm believer in you vote for who you want to. If you choose to vote, that's your choice. If you choose not to vote, that's your choice. I'm not responsible for any adult and telling another adult what they should do as it pertains to their vote. This is a democracy, right? Or it's supposed to be. Moving along. Aunt Becky, she has begun her prison stint for her part in the U.S. college admissions scam. Remember her? So she was sentenced to serve 2 months behind bars after pleading guilty to offering up bribes to help her daughters get into the University of Southern California. And she reported to the Federal Correctional Institution in Dublin, California on Friday, 3 weeks before her jail term was set to start. Aunt Becky, everywhere you look. That's not funny. But anyway, the prison is the same one where Felicity Huffman served time for her role in the scandal last year, 2019. Now, upon Aunt Becky's release, she will have to pay $150,000 in fines and complete only 100 hours of community service. Now, her husband, Massimo, he was also sentenced to serve 5 months behind bars at a hearing in Boston, Massachusetts. This was back in August. Now, her husband, Aunt Becky's husband, he's the founder of some clothing brand. So he will have to pay an additional $250,000 in fines and serve 250 hours of community service. Now, during the sentencing, Aunt Becky, she made a tearful apology via Zoom, explaining she made an awful decision. So this is what she said. She said, "I went along with a plan to give my daughters an unfair advantage in the college decision process. I thought I was acting out of love for my children, but in reality, it only undermined my daughter's abilities and accomplishments. My decision helped exacerbate existing inequalities in society." Now that last line, yes, 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 I agree with. And even if it was fake, I'm glad she said it. Anyway, she continues, "I believe in God and I believe in redemption, and I will do everything in my power to redeem myself and do good and give back for the rest of my life. I am truly, profoundly, and deeply sorry." Now, do y'all believe Aunt Becky? Do you think if Aunt Becky didn't get caught, she would be this apologetic? Drop down in the comments and let me know. If you're just joining, welcome to the Morning Boogie. I'm sure it's not morning where you are, but that's okay. It's morning somewhere. So be sure to like the video. That is your admission fee. Drop your comments. Say hello if you're watching the replay. The same rules apply. And again, if you're just joining, landscaping is not letting me be great. So there is noise in the background and I deeply apologize, but I got to work. I got to do what I got to do. I want to get this video out for you guys. All right. So Aunt Becky, you do the crime, you do the time. So it is what it is. People get locked up every day, B. Moving along. Now, y'all, this made my heart really sad. Y'all done wore Iyanla down to the point where Iyanla says, "I'm out." And she announced her final season of Fix My Life. I don't understand this. Is it that OWN is going in a new direction? What is going on over there? Maybe her contract is up, but Iyanla said that she was out. Now, I watch Iyanla's YouTube channel. I've subscribed to her YouTube channel. And I do follow her inspirational, motivational, antiviral. She's been doing a lot more videos during the quarantine and during, the pandemic. Anyway, check her out. It's very, very therapeutic, uplifting. I love it. And I was watching one of her videos, I think it was over the weekend, and she confirmed out of her own mouth. She confirmed it. I mean, I read about this, but she said it. She said, "I'm done. I'm out." It's the end of an era on OWN, as Iyanla Vanzant announced. This is according to the Jasmine brand. She announced the ending of her popular series, Fix My Life. Now, she made the announcement ahead of the 7th season, which actually premiered Saturday, the 31st. So she said at a virtual press conference, according to the Griot, This is my last season. This is my legacy season. I'm out. We out 2020. She went on to explain what viewers can expect from the final season. So she says, this season, we deal with the massive breakdowns that have occurred in families and relationships as a result of the pandemic and as a result of the shutdown. We are dealing with some very compelling issues. I salute and honor each and every guest that comes forward to tell their story out loud. Imagine, most people sleep with people they don't tell the truth to. These people are coming to me, a stranger, in front of a national audience to tell the deepest, darkest, most intimate issues of their life, and they had to have a swab stuck up their nose to be able to do it. So some familiar faces getting help this season include now Becky from Flavor of Love and Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta and Miami. I'll put it that way. So she was actually on the season premiere. It was Becky, Shay Johnson, her mother, and her two brothers. And I did watch it, and I am going to do a separate video talking about that. So if you guys haven't watched it, please try to watch it. Come back to the channel, check out the review. Now, this was a 2-hour season premiere. All right, Lunel is also going to be on the on this season as well. That Becky, she is just so nasty, and you know, something ticks inside of my brain when I see another woman disrespect Iyanla to the magnitude that Tamar Braxton has done. Even whatever, I'm not even going there. And now Shay Johnson, like I said, I understand that people get emotional sometimes when certain things are brought up, but just disrespectful. I don't know. So this is Iyanla's last season. What do you guys think? Now, let me tell you, ever since Iyanla Fix My Life started, it's like free therapy. You know, even though some of I would say most of the stories didn't apply to me, like I wasn't in those situations, like those tough situations. But we've all had times where we may have felt insecure or sad, or we needed tools to communicate. So things like that I can relate to. And I always got something out of every single episode, no matter how annoyed I became watching the episode, no matter how emotional, no matter whatever. I always walked away with something. And that's a gift. That's definitely a blessing. But I'm pretty sure that Iyanla is not going to she's probably not going to say exactly what it is. I think it's something contractual. What I have noticed though is that the OWN network is leaning towards more like reality television, in a sense, where they have, Put a Ring on It. Oh my goodness. I just caught up with that show. I'm going to do a review on that. I think I kind of like that. It's about 3 couples, and basically it's kind of like a marriage boot camp at the end, but a lot more classy. You know, at the end, these people are going to decide if they are going to get married or not. They have Black Love, and then there's another show on there that I don't watch, but it's very, very popular. So I think they're leaning towards like a WeTV Bravo-esque type of thing, and maybe Iyanla's like, nah, because I can't, the way that Becky disrespected Iyanla. But tell me what you guys think. I'm not going to ramble on too long about that. So there will be a separate video with my thoughts and a, recap and a review about the season opener of Iyanla Fix My Life. Did you guys like the video? Did you hit the like button? Did ya? All right, up next. This is Floyd Mayweather and his daughter, Yaya Mayweather. So boxer Floyd Mayweather is going to be a grandpappy, as he's confirmed that his 20-year-old daughter, Iyanla Yaya Mayweather, is expecting a baby with boyfriend Drake, her quote-unquote boyfriend, rapper NBA Youngboy. I don't know why I feel like a big sister, just totally disappointed. So Mayweather, he confirmed the whispers on Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored. He revealed that his daughter is indeed pregnant and that he simply wants what is best for her. So he says, always want the best. If it makes her happy, then we're happy. Me and her mother, Melissa Brim, are happy. What I try not to do is be in her personal business, because once she's no longer under my roof, then you know what? It's between her and her better half. What? You never stop being a parent, Floyd. Her personal business is your personal business. She's 20 years old. She doesn't know anything. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I mean that she grew up in a lifestyle. She's very, financially wealthy. But yeah, she's 20. She's young. She's impulsive. What do you mean when she's not under my roof? That's between her and her better half. No, she's not married to this man. Are you serious? This boy got like 11 kids. I don't know. I saw the interview, and this article is courtesy of Page 6. But I did see the interview, and I don't understand his logic. But then again, he can parent however he chooses. But what I try not to do is get in her personal business. Are you kidding me? At 20? You need to be up in her personal business. Whatever. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm just too old school. So Floyd, he also addressed, Grandpappy Floyd, he also addressed his potential son-in-law. Yeah, right. They're not getting married. They ain't getting married? Anyway, his potential son-in-law, NBA YoungBoy, who previously referred to Floyd as Yaya's B-word ASS daddy. Y'all remember that video? When he woke Yaya up and he was ranting and raving, and Yaya looked very confused. I think she had just gotten bailed out of jail because, she was getting her, Edward Scissorhands on. So he says, well, my thing is this. It has to do with your upbringing. It starts in the home first. What I've always taught my daughter is this. Always be respectful when you're going to anyone's home. Well, she didn't listen, Granddaddy Floyd. And whatever goes on in your home, don't talk about it to the world. So you mean to tell me you taught your daughter, all right? You said you taught your daughter that when she goes to someone else's house to be respectful. She showed up at NBA YoungBoy's house and she got her Edward Scissorhands on. But you said that you taught her to be respectful when she's going to anyone's house. Yet when NBA YoungBoy called you a blankety blank, you're saying it has to do with his upbringing. But sir, you taught your daughter to be respectful, and she ended up having to be bailed out of jail. So she didn't listen to you. And yes, I agree that, a child's foundation has a lot to do with a lot of things and how they see the world and so on and so forth. But that doesn't mean that your children are always going to listen to you. Right? Now, as far as NBA, he says, I look at NBA as a child. I can't get upset with a kid like that. It could have been one of those days for him. So this will be Yaya's first child, and this will be NBA YoungBoy's 6th child. Now, Floyd saying that it has to do with his upbringing caught the attention of NBA YoungBoy's mama. Okay? Has to do with caught the attention. I'm sorry. This landscaping is driving me crazy. So she basically took offense to what Granddaddy Floyd had to say, and she dropped an Instagram live video addressing the interview. Okay? So she said, he gonna say it starts at home. This is what she said in the clip. But when I heard that, I really ain't paid no attention to it. Any grown person knows you can raise your children to be the best children they want, but they gonna say what they want. They gonna do what they want. If Kentrell, which is NBA YoungBoy's government name, if Kentrell wanted to say that he was a B-word ASS daddy, that's probably how Kentrell felt at the time. Don't blame me for what Kentrell told him. If there's static, there must be I don't. I don't like that ish. Don't talk about me. Don't put my name in your mouth. You don't know me, mister. You don't know me at all. Now, I will say this. She says you can raise your children to be the best children, but they're going to do and say what they want. And let's go back to Floyd Mayweather's point. Floyd Mayweather said that he taught his daughter to always be respectful when she goes to someone's house. When she showed up at NBA Youngboy's house and whosoever was there, she got the slicing and the dicing. That's not very respectful. So I kind of have to agree with Mama NBA Youngboy. I agree with that part. I agree with what she said, you know. The same can be said about you, Floyd Mayweather. If Mama Youngboy said, well, she did what she did because it has to do with her upbringing, she would have a valid argument. I mean, based on how Floyd Mayweather thinks. You get what I'm saying? This is all just ratchet. And I would play the audio, but she cussing a little too much. So I read what she said. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. 20 years old. And isn't NBA Youngboy, wasn't he recently in more legal trouble? All right, moving along on to more interesting matters. The McRib Sandwich is coming back, and guess who ain't getting one? This is according to people.com. So McDonald's is bringing back their McRib Sandwich. So calling all swine eaters. So the fast food chain announced the return of the favorite McRib Sandwich on Twitter. They said good morning to everyone who asked how I was doing last week, and to everyone else, McRib is back. This is what McDonald's tweeted. So the McRib has made appearances at select locations across the country in recent years, but this time the sandwich will be available nationwide starting December 2nd. And they're back for the first time since 2012. Are you guys, McDonald's is getting a lot of press lately. They got the Travis, is it Travis Scott? Whoever. J Balvin had a meal there. Not a McRib sandwich is coming back. So a lot of people were very excited. And they took to Twitter, and some people said, 2020 isn't bad at all. I can't. They want the fajitas back. They want McDonald's pizza to come back. They said the McRib sandwich isn't enough. So while people are waiting for the McRib's highly anticipated return, the J Balvin meal, actually, no, yesterday, November 1st. The 1st was yesterday, right? Oh, so no, sorry. The J Balvin meal is not available any longer. So everybody getting meals. Who had meal? Michael Jordan. He had a meal back in the day, right? J Balvin, and I think it was, was it Travis Scott? Yeah, Travis Scott, right? McDonald's is getting that money. I ain't mad at it. I'm definitely not mad at it. So you guys a fan of the McRib sandwich? Drop down in the comments to let me know. Up next, Dave Chappelle, and that's where I actually got the McRib sandwiches coming back. And guess who ain't getting one? Remember when Calvin was working at McDonald's? Anyway, so the Chappelle Show is now on Netflix and HBO Max. Let me tell you, Netflix prices are going up for some of their packages, and they are neck and neck in competition with HBO Max. They're coming through with some of these shows, and I'm here for it. So this is the first time that the sketch comedy series created by and starring Dave Chappelle will be available on any streaming service. Interesting. Now, I have the DVDs of every single episode of the Chappelle Show. That is one of my favorite shows. That show is legendary, definitely legendary. So fans expressed their excitement about the news on social media. 2020 is saved. I've seen every episode a million times, but I'm still happy about this. Someone else wrote, if this is why you are charging me more money, then have it with no complaints. That's what someone else tweeted. So Chappelle Show originally aired on Comedy Central from 2003 to 2006, becoming the source of a series of iconic sketches over the years, including Prince's infamous basketball game with Charlie Murphy, Eddie Murphy's brother. Chappelle famously walked away from the series in 2005 due to stress and creative differences, leading Comedy Central to suspend production. Ultimately, 3 episodes were compiled for the show's final season in 2006. So on Netflix, the series will be joining several of Chappelle's comedy special, Dave Chappelle, Equanimity, Dave Chappelle, The Age of Spin, and the most recent Dave Chappelle, Sticks and Stones. At HBO Max, the addition is part of a larger deal with Comedy Central, including Reno 911, Inside Amy Schumer, Key and Peele, that's another good show, and Nathan For You, never heard of it. So yes, Chappelle Show is streaming now on Netflix and HBO Max. Do you guys have HBO Max? I think I'm going to try out HBO Max for my cable. My service provider is offering HBO Max free for 3 months. And I think after 3 months, it goes to $14.99. I got to let some of these streaming services go because it's too much. But I'm going to try it out. I'm going to see what it's given. Because HBO Max, I have Netflix already. But HBO Max is, they got some really, really good shows. So tell me what you think. What is your favorite Dave Chappelle skit or phrase or character from the Chappelle Show? I have too many to name, and I don't want to keep you here all day. All right, let's move this along. Please make sure you are hitting the like button. If you came in late, you can stick around to the end and always go back and catch the replay. If you are watching the replay, thank you for your view. Don't forget to pay your admission fee. The like button. Can't stress that enough. All right, this beauty, Megan Thee Stallion, she has teamed up with Savage Fenty. So she does have a close relationship with the label because she is the official ambassador for Savage Fenty, and she became the ambassador back in May. So Rihanna and Meg Thee Stallion, they're continuing their partnership into the holiday 2020 season with the drop of Stallion's stunning new campaign images, which show her dripping in diamonds and decked out in some jaw-dropping lingerie. I don't know why. I think my lips are ashy. That's probably why I'm fumbling. My tongue is sliding all over the place. Anyway, so this is the image. It's already out, so, it's available for purchase as of November 1st, so you can get your hands on some of this lingerie. Meg is out here getting endorsement after endorsement. She's the ambassador for Fenty. That was back in May. She's also the, ambassador for, is it CoverGirl? L'Oreal? One of them. I can't remember. She's out here doing her thing. So she's all glammed up. You see she got her hair pinned up into a high ponytail and crystal jewels glued above her eyelids. She modeled pieces that she handpicked herself for the Pearls of Love Extra VIP box, which again is available for purchase as of November 1st. For the photo shoot, she specifically chose the string of pearls cupless bralette and matching garter belt worn with a black daisy lace triangle bralette. So she posted this to her Instagram as well. So good for you, Megan Thee Stallion. Go ahead and get your coins. Listen, the way the economy is set up, you got to get it how you live, honey. It is what it is. All right, who's up next? Tell me what you guys think. Have you purchased any of Rihanna's lingerie, any of Rihanna's makeup, any of Rihanna's items, anything? If so, what do you think? Drop down in the comments. All right, Judge Judith Shineland presiding. So Judge Judy, you guys know that her show is coming to an end, right? And she's actually moving to Amazon's IMDb TV. So this is interesting. She has her Judge Judy. It's going to be streamed now exclusively to, that's Amazon's streaming service. This is according to Deadline and The Hollywood Reporter. So similar to Judge Judy, Shineland's new series, which is currently unlisted, so she doesn't have a name for it as of yet, will see her presiding over small claims cases with her signature no-nonsense style. So Judge Judy says, I'm over the moon to be in business with Amazon Studios and continuing this incredible journey with them on a new platform. It's so exciting. Now, Judge Judy is 78. Okay, Judge Judy, I ain't mad at you. You out here working, getting a check. Go on and do your thing. So everybody is excited to work with her. Judge Judy is currently airing its 25th and final season in syndication. So she announced in March on the Ellen DeGeneres show that her show would be coming to an end, and revealed that she was prepping for the new show, which is called Judy Justice. I mean, the name is still pending. So they don't have an official name, but that's what they're calling it now. Wow, 78. So she explained that she came to the decision to end the popular series after selling Judge Judy's 5,200 episode library, as well as rights to future episodes of the syndicated program to CBS for an estimated $100 million back in 2017. Now, the network was interested in making profits off reruns of the series, Shineland said, opening the door for her to try something new. So she says, I've had a 25-year-long marriage with CBS, and it's been successful. Next year will be our 25th season, silver anniversary. And CBS, I think, sort of felt they wanted to optimally utilize the repeats of my program because now they have 25 years of reruns, she said. So what they decided to do was sell a couple of years worth of reruns. That's not, I mean, listen, you 78 years old, your retirement age. This is like pocket change for you at this point. And not to mention her husband, I remember when he had a show. He had a little a judge show or a court show, for a little while. It didn't last too long. But she making money. She good. So she stayed, quiet on further details about her new show, but promised viewers would be able to see it a year after Judge Judy ends in the 20 to 21 season. Justice Judy will be coming out a year later, she said. Judge Judy, you'll be able to see next year, a full year, all new shows. The following couple of years, you'll be able to catch all the reruns that CBS has sold to the stations that are currently carrying Judy. After that, Judy Justice will be going elsewhere. So that's a smart business move. Now, let me tell you something. She became a millionaire. Back in 2018, Forbes reported that her net worth was $400 million, making her the 48th richest self-made woman in America. So she eating good off of banging that gavel, okay? You gonna bang that gavel, okay? So she made good money. So at this point, she's probably just doing it to keep herself busy. I'm not mad at it. I still watch Judge Judy occasionally. I used to watch her a lot back in the day. Now, she is very funny. And sometimes she used to get on my nerves because it's like, let them finish talking, Judy. Like, she would interrupt people, even though you knew they were lying. But sometimes the lie is more entertaining than the truth in these instances. So it's like, let these people lie. And her facial expressions, when it was lunchtime, she would get irritated. But when she's in interviews, she seems so different. Like, she's not that theatrical. She's a lot more calm. I've seen her on The View several times over the years. So tell me what you think. You guys still watch Judge Judy? She is a key, honey. I definitely laugh at her sometimes. And sometimes it's like, all right, Judy, you doing too much. Okay, can you let the man speak or let the woman finish the story? What Bird gonna do? Is she gonna take Bird with her? Oh, I hope Birdie's not gonna be out of a job. All right, we're bringing this thing home. Final story of the program. Now, this is just getting messier and messier and messier. Now, did you hear that Dr. Dre's estranged wife now wants to subpoena Dr. Dre's alleged side chicks in this divorce battle? This is absolutely ridiculous. So one of his alleged mistresses, Crystal Sierra, aka Crystal Rogers, she was spotted with Dre in the recording studio earlier this year. So there's a picture floating around of this girl and Dre in the studio. Now, back in September, this actress, songwriter, music producer posted a photo on her Instagram. In the picture, Crystal is seen standing in the studio with Dre along with a team of other people. Now, she captioned the photo, "Hard work equals earning a seat to work with the best. A lot of talent in this room," right? Okay. Now, the photo is interesting given that Dre's estranged wife, Nicole Young, recently dragged Crystal into their divorce battle. Now, Nicole fired off subpoenas to Crystal and 2 other women. Now, hold on. So if you knew about you know what? Never mind. Let me stop trying to apply logic. Now, the Daily Mail broke the story. Nicole, she wants to question singer-songwriter Jillian Spear, model Keely Anderson, and Crystal. So that's 3 women. Nicole believes that they are former lovers of her estranged husband and have information key to the divorce battle. She most likely wants to ask them questions about like any gifts that Dr. Dre may have purchased them while he was still married. How is this, Nicole, sweetie? You are making this. What is she doing? She's dragging this out, and you're already complaining about money. Your lawyers are making. They are making out good. What key information would Dr. Dre's alleged mistresses have that would benefit you in this divorce? You found them to subpoena them. And you guys, they were married for what, 24 years? Girl, you knew about his mistresses and you didn't care because the money was good and it was all good. Oh, girl, this is just getting ridiculous. Now, per her official website, Crystal calls herself the queen of Latin hip hop. Her music career included being signed to Dre's Aftermath record label. He could always turn around and say, this is an artist. Unless you have proof that he was entangled with any of these women. Girl, what are you doing? I don't get her strategy here. I don't get her strategy. Now, the women have yet to publicly address the claims that they were Dre's side pieces. The drama comes as Dre and Nicole's divorce continues to get nasty. She recently requested $2 million a month in temporary support. Dre objected, arguing she doesn't need that amount of money. $2 million a month. I don't understand. Earlier this year, Dr. Dre's wife, Nicole Young, filed for divorce following 24 years of marriage. In her petition, Nicole did not list a prenuptial agreement. She claims that Dre tore it up years into their divorce. Girl, just because he tears up, Dre fired back saying that they did have a prenup and he never ripped it up. He's asking the court to enforce the terms of their agreement. The judge has yet to rule on the support battle. Dre also accused Nicole of stealing money from his company. Nicole, you in danger, girl. They have signed checks that you signed, dipping in a cookie jar. Can anybody make sense of this? What is the objective of her issuing subpoenas, to his alleged mistresses, 3 of them? Are you kidding me? What information are they going to provide you to help your case? If he's still messing with them and giving them a little money on the side, they're definitely going to be singing his praises in court. Stupid. If I was them, I would, well, they're subpoenaed, so they have to go, huh? Dang. Oh, that is so shady. You dragging other people into this, Nicole. You just, I don't know her strategy. It better be good. It better make sense in the end. All right, Royal Family, this concludes this episode of The Morning Boogie. Hopefully you guys will have a splendid Monday. I'm just going to say this. If you don't have to leave the house today and tomorrow, like hanging out and stuff like that, you know, I know some of you don't work from home. You got to go out to work. You got to pick the kids up. You got to go grocery shop. Just try your best to stay out of these streets for the next couple of days. And tomorrow is the 3rd. Tomorrow's election day. And people are already boarding up businesses. There's several banks saying that they're boarding up their banks. They're making ATM machines unavailable for customers. Certain areas have increased law enforcement presence. So I just really hope and pray that all of you that are listening to the sound of my voice, that you and your loved ones stay safe. If you don't have to go out the house, just don't. You know, we still supposed to be quarantining somewhat anyway, right? But just be careful, you know, keep an eye out, travel in packs if you have to travel at all. You know, you don't need to go to that McDonald's drive-through. you good. And if you're going to do it early in the morning and get in the house. What I've been seeing on the news and articles that I've been reading, I didn't know it was that serious. But when you see businesses boarding up their property, it's like, wait a minute. So I wish everyone nothing but peace, love, and safety. I really, really, really do. I'll be back tomorrow, God willing, so make sure you guys have your notifications on. If you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button. We'd love to have you join the Royal family and our conversations over here. Check out the other content on the channel. I definitely will be back. Oh, yes, I'll be back. So if you have your notifications on, set to all, you should be notified. If not, just come back to the channel and check for new content. All right, everybody. I love you for watching. I am signing off. And as always, until next time, peace.